So watching the State of the Union a couple nights ago, something dawned on me. I don't know what to call it exactly or how to define it, but I believe it causes a lot of the problems in our society. Basically, it's finding something that we are a proponent for and taking a side with that thing even when it goes off the rails. For instance, let's say you're pro-trans. You see a victim in your eyes, you feel empathy toward them and feel that they're being bullied, etc. Okay, you have compassion for these people. And honestly, I would agree overall with not bullying, discriminating, etc. So you become team pro-trans. But are you really for biological men playing in women's sports? For biological men in women's locker rooms? Biological men in women's prisons, like in California? Are you in favor of punishing people for misgendering or using incorrect pronouns? Deplatforming or silencing people who aren't team pro-trans? Did Trump saying that there's only two genders really offend you? And even if you answered yes to all those questions, most people don't agree. It's about 80-20 against those things in America. By the way, most women in sports, locker rooms, and prisons don't agree either. Makes them feel uncomfortable or unfairly treated. So now to defend this victim, you've created way more victims and are expecting the majority opinions and feelings to not matter for the sake of these few. And then demonize those people who stand against you, not because they disagreed with your original empathetic view, but because you want to turn their life upside down and they simply disagree with your solutions. Many will teach their kids it's wrong to make fun of people or bully them, but that doesn't mean they want trans ideology pushed on their elementary children, or are in favor of irreversible sex reassignment surgeries for minors. This is just an example of being pro something or getting on team something and losing all common sense. It happens with being anti something too. I see it with anti-Trump and anti-Christian. Now I'm seeing this from my biased view, so I'll concede that I do it too, to a degree, and I'm overlooking other perspectives. Last night, Trump could have said that we found an actual cure to all cancer, and the Democrats still wouldn't have clapped or stood. Some would have been planning how to spin the narrative against Trump or what parts of the story to ignore. If you're anti-Trump because of his narcissism, exaggerating, or bullying, I get that. In a perfect candidate, I would pick some different attributes, but I see a ton of good traits that you would want for the person running your affairs, your company, or the country. I guess the point is you might not like Trump, but not everything he does needs resisting. If you are that person, you should think about what you are really for and what you actually want to see happen. On the other hand, if you like Trump, that doesn't mean you have to support everything he says or does just because you like him. I think we should stop being on teams, accept team civility and common sense. I am definitely pro and anti a lot of things, but I need to keep that separate from the reality and fairness of how those things are implemented in society.